Wait till Beanie Brunson in the building. What's up with you? Let's get one thing straight, man. Let's get one thing straight. One thing straight. Talk about a few things. Let's get one thing straight. It's not over. It's not close to being over. Either one or two things is going to happen. Either we're not going to lose another game starting this Sunday, or either we're going to lose to Seattle and not lose another game after that. I can't say that for everybody else in our division. I cannot say that for everybody else in our division. It's only going to go down two ways. Miss Kennedy, what up? Cool Cat, what's up? Richard Kane, what's up? What's happening? What's going on? Eagle Man, what's up? Charlie G, what's up with you, Charlie? You know what I'm saying? I repeat, if you just getting in, Matthew, what's up? It's only two ways this gonna go. DH Eagle, what's up? I'm a firm believer in this now. Mark my words. It's only two ways this going. We're not gonna lose another game this season. Brandy, what's up? Or we're gonna lose to Seattle and not lose another game. I'm telling you, we winning out. After the Seattle game, regardless, we winning out. After the Seattle game, regardless, we winning out. Well, Hoodie Brunson, what's Gucci? What you mean, well, like I've been somewhere hiding. We was on a 2-game winning streak, and now we about to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now we took a loss to the Patriots. This is the thing about the Dallas Cowboys that I don't understand. This is the thing that I don't understand with y'all this week. Y'all excited we lost to the Patriots, but y'all about to taste that L. Y'all not about to beat the Patriots. Y'all acting like we lost to somebody that y'all definitely going to beat. Come on, bruh. We not worried about that. LA Eagles nest on deck. You already know, man. You already know. Can this game be won? Can this game be won? We've been written off so many times, and then time and time again, when it's time to get a win, we show up and get a win. Can this game be won? It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. You know, these are the only two games of the season, the Patriots game and the Seattle Seahawks game, where I didn't definitely say we was going to win. But I thought we could win the Patriots game. Bro, we love our Eagles, man, but you got to be more realistic. The Patriots game hurt so bad because we could have easily won. What am I not being realistic about the Patriots game? A 7-point loss. A 7-point loss. A 7-point loss. What's my ticket connect? My ticket connect for the Redskins games is a Redskins season tickets holder. You know what I'm saying? A 7-point loss. What do you want me to say? People asking you if Carson Wentz is elite. Why is that into question after this one loss? The issues on the team are bigger than Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz only got one 300 passing yard game this entire season. The issues are bigger than Carson Wentz. Y'all know about the drops. You don't got to come here and ask me if people, you're not being real about Wentz play this year. How am I real about Carson Wentz play this year? How am I not being real about his play this year? Interceptions are down. Receivers are just poor. How am I not being real about his play? The only one truly bad game he had this year was the game against the Patriots, and still didn't throw an interception in that game. That's y'all. Y'all want me to run around here and tell y'all Carson Wentz ain't legit. Carson Wentz's wide receiver core ranks last in almost every major category, and second to last in one of the major categories. Worst receiving core in the league. His healthiest receiver, Nelson Aguilar, was rated by Pro Football Focus as the worst wide receiver in Week 11. That's his most reliable target. Hey, thank you for the donation, Ishmael. Come on, I don't understand. I don't understand. So if you could take that into consideration, welcome to Dak World. Mark Holmes, I don't know how you still got a wrench. I think I said I wasn't going to take it. Welcome to Dak World. Come on, Mark. Come on. Dak is having a good season. Y'all dudes cracking me up, man. Y'all crack me up, man. Mark, I just saw one of your last videos, Mark. I just saw your last video, Mark. But before y'all beat a Matthew Stafford-less Lions team. I saw your last video. I saw your last video. Dak is doing good. Dak numbers scream elite, but this is the problem with Dak's numbers that I got. He only one game above 500. One game above 500 with as good as he playing. So they got issues there too. That's what that's what they said about Dak. Oh, I see what you're saying, but Dak is having a good year, man. Dak is having a good year. Now, I got to give Dak some props. I got to give Dak Prescott some props. Dak Prescott is excelling with the weapons around him. I got to give him some props. He's excelling with the weapons around him. If Dak Prescott had the same weapons Carson Wentz had, the inconsistency back there, and no Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott will have way more interceptions than he got right now. Way more interceptions than he got right now. So Dak Prescott, in fact, is excelling with the weapons around him. Now, that proves a lot to me. That proves that Dak Prescott can win if you put pieces around him. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Our wide receivers suck for sure. Mark A. Steve, thank you for the donation, bruh. I appreciate you, bruh. Been a long-time supporter of mine, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, the Eagles wide receivers are trash. Carson Wentz is doing all he can with that group. He's keeping the interceptions down. He's putting guys in position to make career-changing catches for themselves. Career-changing catches for themselves. If Nelson Agholor catched a game winner in Atlanta and a game winner in New England, Nelson Agholor is set up for a huge payday. A huge payday. He put people in position, man. If Arcega-Whiteside bring that ball down in Detroit, he gets more opportunities. Carson Wentz has put people in position time and time again. Dallas Goedert has dropped passes. I don't think I've seen Zach Ertz drop too many. You know what I'm saying? These guys let each other down. Carson Wentz, this is not the accuracy ain't the issue. The ball is being placed where guys can make plays on the ball. That's not a Carson Wentz issue. It's not a Carson Wentz issue. So, you know what I mean? I can't even question Carson Wentz's play. What is Carson Wentz supposed to do if the ball is literally hitting people's body parts? The ball is hitting people's body parts and they're not catching the ball. These dudes are like cornerbacks that's running routes at this point. They look like cornerbacks breaking up a pass. Come on, man. At this point, man, they don't even look like wide receivers. So, you know what I mean? So, Dak Prescott is having a good year, but the Dallas Cowboys will be caught because we got the easiest schedule in the league. The remaining easy schedule in the league after Seattle. That's 5 games. 5 games. Those guys will get caught. Because this is the facts, regardless. If our receiver core is bad, but it's good enough to beat Miami, it's good enough to beat the Giants twice, it's good enough to beat Dwayne Haskins. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And I think we're just going to come alive when it's time to play the Cowboys. It's good enough to get those things done. But are the Dallas Cowboys good enough to beat the Rams and the Bears and the Bills and the Patriots? I think that's their next 4. I think that's their next 4. In a month from this Sunday, we're gonna see where everything at. We're gonna see where everything at. Seattle and Dallas. Listen, man. We're not losing to Seattle and Dallas. We're not losing to Seattle and Dallas. I can't with confidence tell you that we're gonna beat the Seattle Seahawks. We need all type of stuff to happen to beat the Seattle Seahawks, in my opinion. We might need a goddamn special teams touchdown. We need everything, man. We need Lockett to not play, but it is what it is. You just got over bronchitis, man. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Run the same game plan as Green played. Keep Wilson off the field. Seattle defense ain't that good. Wentz will have a big day. Trust. Listen, I don't think Seattle's defense isn't the Patriots' defense. The Patriots' passing defense is historic. I think it's like 20th all time this season. That's a different animal, that passing defense. Now, we struggle with mobile quarterbacks. Keeping Russell Wilson off the field and keeping these guys off the third down. I saw glimpses of what we can be as a defensive team against New England. I saw glimpses of it. Listen. New England only scored in their opening drive in the second half. After that, they punted everything away. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That game came down to a game of field position. There should have been a fumble where Malcolm Jenkins stripped that ball. That's a fumble. And we would have had great field position, which we needed to score in that game. There should have been an offensive pass interference called when Julian Edelman came over top of over Maddox and damn near broke his. Should have been an offensive pass interference, which would have pushed them back. You see what I'm saying? And they would have to punt it from a further distance, hence giving us better field position. It was a game of field position. And you know, if some of those things go wrong, some of those things go our way, I think it is what it is. We can all agree the Rams and Bears are not the same team from last year, both beatable. The Rams and the Bears are beatable. The Rams and the Bears are beatable. I agree with that. The Rams and the Bears are beatable. So it won't surprise me if the Cowboys could beat the Rams and the Bears. But at the same time, you're not walking over them. You're not walking over them like you did the first 3 games of the season if you Dallas. You're not walking over the Rams and the Bears like they're the Giants, like they the Dolphins, and like they're the Redskins. That was your first 3 games. It's not happening. It ain't gonna be that sweet. It's gonna come down to the home game with Dallas, and we are not losing that game. I don't think so either. Rams better than any team they beat. The Rams are better than any team they beat. I will agree with you there. This is the thing about Dallas. The Dallas Cowboys have yet to beat a team over 500. They have yet to beat a good team over 500. You know what I'm saying? They have yet to play a coach like McVay. You hear me? They have yet to play a defense like the Patriots. You hear me? They've yet to play a front four like the Bills or the Bears. We did that already. Now it's time for us to get the cake part of the schedule. Dallas had their cake in the beginning. Our cake just so happened to fall in the end. And in the meantime, while we was waiting to get our cake part of the schedule, we kept the division close. That's all you can ask for. Kirsten and Root Girl, what up? That's all you can ask for. You know what I'm saying? All you can ask for. Now I'm not disappointed with the Patriots' loss at all. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the division is still close, and we didn't get our slices of cake yet. For us to be, if we're so bad, so you're saying you suck. I'm saying we both suck. The Cowboys suck too. But for us to be so bad, we damn sure did beat Green Bay. They didn't do that. We beat the Bears and the Bills. They've yet to see. You know, they've yet to see that competition. You see what I'm saying? We already faced challenges that they didn't face yet. And now we get our slice of the pie. We get the Giants twice. We get the Redskins, and we get the Cowboys and the Dolphins. They already had their slice of pie. Now, if we lose to some of them teams, stick a fork in us. But if we win out, you already know we win in the division. Because the Dallas Cowboys basically got to win out too. To clearly be the leader in the division. They got to basically win out too. Like I said, either we going to win out from this point on, or we're going to lose to Seattle and lose no more games. And then the ball falls in those guys' courts to stay competitive. Because they're not that far ahead. Thank you for the donation if I missed anything, man. I'm a Cowboys fan, and I hate to say it, but the Eagles can have a better shot to win easily to win the East. Y'all wouldn't go far, but we would. That's all I'm saying. I don't think we would go far. Listen, if you want me to be honest, the Dallas Cowboys got a better shot at going further than us in the playoffs, simply because they got offensive weapons. And if it comes down to a shootout, they could win a shootout. But I'm telling you this: the way the schedule has felt, the way the schedule is right now, they got to continue to win if they want to get there. And we about to run into an easy part of the schedule that we've been waiting for. Time and time again, we've been tested. Dropped balls. Time and time again, we've been tested. You know what I'm saying? Time and time again, we've been tested. Aaron Rodgers, the Bills, the Bears. We've been tested. So it is what it is. So there's a lot of morons in the chat today, I see. Of course. That was real, that comment on Dallas, and I hate Dallas. I mean, you got to keep it real. I'm a sports guy. Of course you're not disappointed because you refused to call out Wentz. Philly D played well enough to beat New England, but Wentz shit the bed like he has always done in big games. How did Wentz shit the bed? Explain to me how did Wentz shit the bed. Explain to me. That's the best pass defense. That's the best pass defense in the NFL. Alshon Jeffrey didn't play. His starting wide receivers were Nelson Aguilar, who has been inconsistent his whole life. Arcega-Whiteside caught his first pass of the season last week. You hear what I'm saying? And Jordan Matthews, who they just signed. How do you want me to blame Carson Wentz for not being able to have an offensive explosion against the best pass defense with those obstacles that I just named? I call out people when it's time to call out people. You got to think about the hurdles that man had to jump. You got to think about the hurdles. You want me to call him out for what? For what? I commend him, actually, for not forcing the ball or throwing a bunch of picks. I commend him. They'll make a play to win the game. Nobody. What do you mean? Wentz threw the touchdown pass that would have tied the game. In 3 of our losses, he's done that. So if you add that up, you tell me what our record would be if the wide receivers do their job. You tell me what the record. You tell me what our record would be if Nelson Aguilar catch the catch against the Patriots. That potentially go to overtime. You tell me what the record would be if he catch the ball in Atlanta right in his breadbasket, or Arcega-Whiteside catch that ball against Detroit. You tell me what the record would be if we got 3 more wins, guaranteed, if they make these catches. 8-5. 8-5. Oh, whatever. If you whatever. 7-3, whatever. Maybe my math is off, but the record will be damn better than what it is right now. If 3 catches are caught, we lead the division. We lead the division. You know what I'm saying? And now, think about it like this. Did Carson Wentz overthrow a game-winning touchdown? No, it was right on the money. It was there. It was there. People like Odell Beckham wish they were on the receiving end of a ball like that. That good. That good. If Odell Beckham is running that route in Atlanta, that's a touchdown. If Odell Beckham get the opportunity Nelson Aguilar got against the Patriots, that's a touchdown. Did Carson Wentz overthrow it? Did he miss him? No, he didn't. It was right there. Did he miss Arcega-Whiteside? No. So Carson Wentz get no blame for that. The ball hit the receiver's body. Come on, man. Come on. I can see if he throw the ball, if he overthrows somebody, then it get picked. No, he's not throwing interceptions in these cases where the game is on the line. He's throwing pinpoint game-winning touchdown passes that would have made him a legend if these dudes would have caught some of these balls. Come on. It is what it is, and that's not a fact. That's not an if. He threw the perfect pass, man, 9 out of 10. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Y'all want to talk about ifs? What if the Dallas Cowboys would have showed some testicular fortitude and went far in the playoffs past the divisional round? Y'all beat y'all chest every year. Only legend in Philly is fools. Respect that. You're not from Philly, man. You don't know about no legends in Philly. I'm a legend in Philly. You don't know what you talking about when it come to Philly, man. There's many legends in Philly. From a humble Pats fan, good game. It was a good game. It was a good game. I respect that. Thank you for your donation, bro. Jordan Howard still not clear for contact. That's going to be ugly, man. They got to speed something up then. We will end the Cowboys season again. That's happening. I hear that, Andre. Wentz isn't the only issue. It's across the board. My situation is this. Wentz isn't an issue at all. Carson Wentz is not an issue at all. I don't think he's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Dak having this historical season, where's his check at? Where's money at then? I don't think Carson Wentz is average. I don't think the situation is his. I don't think no blame falls on him. You know what I'm saying? It's not his issue. So if you think it's Carson Wentz's issue, then you're not watching football. Just like how Russell Wilson ain't have no offensive line last year. Was that his issue? He ain't getting no blame for that. Nobody blocking for him. It's not his issue. You know what I mean? They got to put some wide receivers around that man that could catch. Who's the problem? The problem is the offensive coordinator, and the problem is the front office for not acquiring talent before the trade deadline. They're the problem. Because although we know we limited at the wide receiver position, you still got to draw up more creative plays to get Nelson Aguilar going and get him involved. Nelson Aguilar ain't no deep threat track the ball type of receiver. He's a bubble screen receiver. He's a receiver that actually can run the ball sometime. So it is what it is, man. The offensive coordinator is the main concern, and Howie Roseman for not feeling the need to go hard and get a wide receiver when the division was this close. You know what I'm saying? The play design is terrible. I'm telling you, man, if I was the offensive coordinator against the Patriots, I swear to God, I could have put up more than 10 points. Where was the bootleg? Why is every play designed for Carson Wentz to stand in the pocket and go through every progression? Why was those calls being called? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Road Runner, we hear you keep making the comment excuses. We hear you keep making the comment excuses. I understand you might. I understand. See, look, I'm not that guy. And I'm kind of disappointed in some of these Eagles content creators because a lot of these content creators are saying stuff like, "Oh, they about to quit YouTube and stuff like that." Oh, blah 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 blah. Oh, I'm about to quit. Oh, the team this, the team that. They lost one game out of the last three. One game out of the last three. And dude's ready to quit? Yeah, the offense looked bad. It had to be taped together at the last minute. I don't think dudes are using proper football knowledge at this point. People ask me, where was Jay Ajayi? I can't even answer that question anymore. I feel like I'm losing brain cells answering that question. Jay Ajayi ain't played football in a year. Yeah, we just signed him. What make you think he about to take the field and get a lot of carries? Zeke went to Cabo and still was playing football, and he came back on the pitch count. A guy coming off an injury, he will be hurt on the third carry. Hurt. I'm not going to keep answering where was Jay Ajayi. Not ready to play. Probably don't even know what's going on right now. Come on, man. Jordan Matthews played because he had to play. We don't got no wide receivers. Text no sense to me. It sounds like contradictions across the board for Cowboys fans. Look, I'm a die Eagles fan, but I think we have a lot of problems. We got a lot of problems, but none of them Carson Wentz. None of them Carson Wentz. You hold the wide receivers accountable, but not Wentz. What blame is Carson Wentz's? What blame? I've never seen a pass play where it was the quarterback and the wide receiver fault. I've never seen a pass play like that. I've never seen a play like that. If the ball touched your damn hands and you in bounds, you should catch the ball. I never saw a play like that. So what do you want me to say to Carson Wentz right now? He ain't my son. He a regular human being. But I don't think the blame is on him. I don't think the blame is on him. Never saw a play where it was the quarterback and the wide receiver fault. Even a quarterback missing, elevate your offense. What's what elite quarterbacks do? Get the hell out of here, dog. You can't do nothing if dudes are dropping the ball. Only thing more Carson Wentz could have done was scramble more and risk his body for first downs. That's the only thing more he could have done. Come on, man. A lot of people saying, oh, he should have got the ball out of his hands faster and take an intentional grounded because nobody damn sure wasn't open. Nobody wasn't open. Get the ball out of his hands faster and do what? I watch film. I said that at first. He should have got the ball out of his hands faster. But my next video going to show you he had nowhere to go in the standard 3-second in the 3-second drop back. Nowhere to go. In the standard 3-step drop back. Nowhere to go. I've never seen an RPO where the quarterback holds the ball and it's not an open hot route. Come on, man. Dudes wasn't getting open. Dudes wasn't getting open. Why Dez Bryant don't play for the Cowboys no more? Because when he was the best receiver on the roster and couldn't get open, Dak Prescott looked bad. He looked bad when it was just Dez and Cole Beasley. Come on, bruh. 2 years ago, they had Dez Bryant and Cole Beasley. Now they got Amari Cooper, Randall Cobb, and Michael Gallup. Somebody could get open in that equation. They got a good wide receiver core. You know what I mean? If some of this blame goes on Carson Wentz, I'll gladly put the blame on Carson Wentz. In fact, I can't wait for the day the blame has to go on him. But so far, since he's been in the NFL, not a lot of blame can be placed on Carson Wentz. Not a lot of blame. And I held Dak accountable, which you won't do for Wentz. You held Dak accountable when? Listen, I'm not you and you not me. I'm not you and you not me. I don't know what you hold Dak accountable for. This is a Philadelphia Eagles page. That Philadelphia Eagles page. I don't hold Dak accountable for anything because he don't play for my team that I represent. You held Dak accountable for what? If you had to hold Dak accountable for something this year, which you probably haven't because he had a really solid wide receiving core, then it's a problem. It's a problem. But if you can't hold Dak accountable for when he had Dez Bryant who couldn't get no separation, and old ass Jason Witten the first time around, you can't hold him accountable. But you can hold him accountable if he throwing picks. Let me keep it real. And why you mad, Slim? We having a discussion. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. See, this how I know you new here. This how I know you new here. This how I know you new here, dog. I'm not mad at all. But when it's time to talk, we gonna talk. What I gotta be mad about? That's how I know you knew. That's how I know you knew. Like, man, you should be lucky I'm answering your questions. Come on, bruh. With what receivers? Miles Sanders probably need to play receiver. See this, and this is one pet peeve of mine that I got about the play design from last week against the Patriots. This is one pet peeve of mine that I got, man. Oh my God, Miles Sanders should have been put in a situation to be matched up with a linebacker. He would have won that matchup every time. Every time. They would have had to bring a cornerback down to stop the bleeding. The same way that they used Burkhead and those guys in the passing game, could have used Miles Sanders the same way. We could have used Miles Sanders the same way. There was no creativity in the play design. We using Miles Sanders like he's an every down back just for running. I only seen one creative play last week from us, man, and that was the screen of Dallas Goedert. We didn't run a successful screen after that to him. We didn't. Because I'm being real, that's why you answer my question. Come on, man. It's 229 people in here, man. I could still answer questions and not answer yours. I'm going to show you an example of that. Carson Wentz is next to delete his IG. Seriously doubt it. Jordan Matthews need more play, but a clear chance to get open. Ajayi and Matthews are running backs. I don't know what you mean by that. Our defense is better than the offense. Right at this point, yeah. It was the other way around in the beginning of the season. Do you think we could become a dynasty with this core? You have to identify who's the core, because in order to become a dynasty, you need a core at like every position. Now you got a core guy. I think you got a core defensive front right now. I think your defensive front got some pieces that scream out they could be a dynasty. I think so. You got an elite quarterback, in my opinion. You got some promising running back, but you have nobody in the secondary who you could say is that's the guy. And you got nobody in the wide receiver room who you could say that's the guy. You got good tight ends. I think you got pieces to becoming a dynasty. Why are we not using Miles Sanders at punt return? I mean, he can't be everywhere. The more you put him on the field, you increase the chances of him getting hurt. Don't blame Carson, blame the coaches. I'm on board with that. We should have kept Jordan Hicks. I don't know. People saying Tom Brady can play with no wide receivers. Wentz needs wide receivers. I'm not really interested in what people saying, man. I'm not really interested in what people saying. I mean, Tom Brady been playing this game for like 2 years. He's been playing this game for like 20 years. Tom Brady is in a totally different system than Carson Wentz is in. A totally different system. If you could look at what the Patriots did in the second half, they adjusted. They went to a no huddle because they knew they weren't going to score the ball with just huddling every time and giving us chances to change our personnel. Then we had to adjust after they scored after that first drive and they didn't score anymore. The Patriots are a different animal. Tom Brady is a different animal. Their preparation and the way that they can prepare on the fly is totally different. D-Jax has been out 3 weeks now. D-Jax has been out since week 1, if you ask. Sorry, Lil Brunson, we need to draft a quarterback. What? D-Jax out for the season, yeah. Carson Wentz stats were better than Tom Brady on Sunday, but they still want to talk about Wentz like it's bad. That's what I'm saying. Tom Brady can win with no pieces around him. Tom Brady didn't throw the touchdown pass, so there's no pieces around him. It's no pieces around him. Tom Brady threw 14 incompletions in the first half, the worst of his career, but there's no pieces around him. Your coach could be your piece. Your coach could be your piece. That don't make sense. There's no pieces around him. All right. You keep believing that if you want, man. He didn't even have to throw his own touchdown pass, but there's no pieces around him. Do you think it's anybody on the Philadelphia Eagles roster that can throw a touchdown pass like Julian Edelman did, who played cornerback at Kent State? There's nobody else. There's no piece on our roster that could do that. You know what I mean? So I don't understand what y'all talking about. Tom Brady is like John Elway at the end. He's still going to win with the title, but not on his back. Russell Wilson fold under pressure. If y'all can do that, y'all have a chance of winning. I don't think it's no pressure that you can get on that dude, man. If he scramble and leave the pocket, Carson trash, Lil Brunson. We need to draft a quarterback for insurance. I lost faith, bro. I'm sorry you lost faith. And I'm going to tell you something about you saying you lost faith. You will have to come back and say I was wrong. I guarantee you, bro. One bad game, you're going to have to come back and say you was wrong. You're going to have to come back and say you was wrong. You're going to have to. And I don't understand why you put yourself in the position to even do that. Greg Ward can throw a touchdown. Houston quarterback, remember? Do we play for our team? Bird Gang Sports, what's up with you? Lil Brunson, what's good, man? I hate that we need Dallas to lose. We need it to happen, but it was going to happen anyway. Y'all not catching us, bro. Cowboys winning the East for sure. We're going to see. What's Witt's record in his last 16 games? You tell me, I'm sure you know. If Dallas missed the playoffs, embrace being 5-6. It's inevitable. Grow isn't doing anything. I feel like he's a waste of coaching. Huh? Yeah, I don't know what Grow is doing. Grow says everything wrong every time. Grow says everything wrong every time. I mean, can I get a wrench G code? I got you. I thought you had that. What's going on, Dave B? Too bad we gave Trey Burton to the Bears. He could throw touchdowns. I think they're about to cut him too. It's going to be, Isaiah, take that wrench. It's going to be extremely funny. It's going to be extremely funny when we catch these dudes and they miss the playoffs. Because this why it's going to be funny. Because we're not really going to do nothing with the playoff berth, in my opinion. But it's like the way the schedule is, since they've proven all year that they can't beat anybody with 500, that they about to drop some games. Because everybody that's coming up on the end of their schedule is going to start playing good football. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, I want to thank y'all for joining Lunchtime with the Bullies, man. I got a real good video coming later on, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it, man. Hey, Noel, thank you for the donation, man. We're going to talk about it, man, because this is a must-win game. This is a must-win situation. You know what I mean? We lose one game and everybody talking about it's over. One game. We lost one game. Everybody talking like it's over. You know what I'm saying? We on a one-game losing streak. I just don't understand y'all. But we're going to see what it is, man. I'm pretty sure the offense is going to have an asserted effort to look better next week. I will say that. Dallas is going to fumble the ball soon. Real soon. All right, y'all, I'm out of here, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Lunchtime with the Bullies. Let's get it.